the degree receiving students. Very good evening to all of you. First of all, let me express my heartiest congratulations to all the graduating students who have completed your degree and became a proud graduate of this temple of knowledge today. Let me also express my congratulations to all the gold medal winners. I understand being a topper, what is involved in getting a gold medal. My heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. I feel really honored and privileged to be with you to share the significant moments and happiness of students who are receiving your degree today. I understand that the Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad, is such a unique institute which was started in the way back 1961. And 1961 is also an important year for Indian space program. It was that year the idea of starting Indian space program was floated by Sarabhai along with a couple of his colleagues like Professor Chipnis and others. And actually the program was started in the year 1962. It is, today we all know the computer science program. But quite surprising to see that the computer program was started in the year 1977 in this great institute. I am so happy and privileged to be along with you on this historical function, that is an important day of each and every graduating students. On this day, let me reiterate the words of Swami Vivekananda. I quote, "Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is achieved." I unquote. The institute becomes great by not just becoming old or producing more number of students, but the quality of education what it provides. The very fact that MNNIT has been selected as a lead institution under World Bank funded government project on technical education quality improvement program itself shows the quality education this institute has been providing over the years. I also understand from the director most of the faculty members are with PhD degree. I strongly believe the education system cannot be better than the quality of the teachers. And I am sure the quality of teachers are outstanding and the education system here is outstanding. The management, faculty members, both teaching faculty and other staff members have contributed in a great way, leading the students towards providing true education, the education that ensures absorption of knowledge, accumulation of wisdom and appreciation of the experience. The parents here and those who are not here are really, you have done great sacrifice for seeing your wards as great citizens of tomorrow. On this important day, let me salute each and every parent for your contribution towards making your children to be present staker. Apart from the students' hard work, the degree what you receive today, there are a lot of people responsible for this degree. Your primary school teachers, those who are from village, the villages, the taxpayers of this country, and apart from the teaching faculties, all the staff members, including those who work in the garden, those who are working in the hostel, to ensure cleanliness, everybody has contributed. It is, I feel, communication is a day we should look back and thank those great people who are responsible for you to get a degree today. With the knowledge what you are gaining today, you are going to serve the country in a big way. Till yesterday, you led a very carefree life, a student life. Student life is such a fantastic life. But for some time when you write exam, probably those are the little difficult time. Otherwise, it is a very happy life. Now, with a degree from a great institute like this, you are going to enter into the next phase of life with a great level of maturity, understanding, and responsibility, and will give us a responsible citizen of this country. Dear friends, when we got independence, you know the country status was very, very average. Almost 97.5% people were below the poverty line. And India was importing food grains. Today, from that stature, we have grown to later years. The people who ruled us for so many years, we have bypassed them, and today we have become economically fourth in the world. Let us give a big hand for the great people who have participated in that. You take agricultural production. We had 50 million tons of food grain production in 1950. Today that number has gone to almost 6 times. We are a net exporter of food grains. Education. You know, when we got independence, 12% people were very famous. And there were not much standard institutes like NITs, IITs, or Indian Institute of Medical Science. There were not many institutes. In fact, if you take primary schools, we had 2,825 primary schools only in the country. Today that number has gone to something around 8.5 lakhs, and total schools in the country is more than 2.5 lakhs. And we have built vibrant, dynamic, outstanding academic schools like IITs, or Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, and central universities, NITs. And I am so proud to be the alumni of the first IIT which was started in the 1951 August 8. I am so proud, not only because of the first IIT, it is also the IIT which was started in a place where the Hidili retention dam was made. I don't know how many of you are aware the history of IIT Kharagpur. 70 kilometers away from Calcutta city, a forest area where snakes used to be so much. They were jail buildings. When I went IIT Kharagpur first day I went and saw the buildings. Please imagine closed cells having only 58 centimeter length and 28 centimeter width only is the opening. And our freedom fighters were put inside. I understand those who were put inside. Most of the people have to end their life. And there were certain type of cells, 3 sides totally closed, one side full of iron rods. And imagine the people were put inside, outside lot of snakes and frogs, and nobody knows them. They were even separate water. So the independence what we have got, just like that we have not got the independence. This is a great sacrifice of the great people who have got independence. It is all of your responsibility to understand the difficulty of our freedom fighters and contribute to the society. Dear friends, when you take India, for example, take power sector. You know, most of our villages were not having power when we got independence. In fact, my village, we got power when I started. When I was in the 9th standard, up to that time, we were studying only in the terracing lamps. Today, almost all the villages, we have enabled them to have access to power. It's a great growth. You take science and technology, you take infrastructure development, you take road transportation, you take air transportation. Everywhere, you have grown significantly. And the 78 years of independence is great of accomplishments and achievements in this country. Dear friends, today, when you are passing, there are a lot of opportunities. Unlike our period, 35-40 years back, when the engineering graduate comes out, there were not many opportunities to contribute. But today you are having a lot of opportunities to contribute. And every area you can contribute, starting from cleanliness to air pollution monitoring to water. Every area you can contribute to make the country as a developed country. And on this occasion, I would like to say a couple of points. You know, convocation, I have also attended convocation. During the convocation, generally students don't like two things. So they talk each other. First and foremost, the director's address. You don't like it. But it is an important thing to understand the basis of the institute from where you are passing. Really, when you hear this, you will learn a lot of this. How the growth has happened, what are you going to do in the future, everything you will understand. And somehow your directors nicely manage. Second thing, the chief custodians. Somebody will be called 30, 40 years experience. He will try to give you advice. And advice who likes it? But it is my responsibility to feed some advice to you. Dear friends, when you pass out, when you get a fantastic degree from an institute like this, you should understand the degree belongs to you. Yes, no doubt you have put your hard work and smart work. But there are a lot of people, your parents, your villagers, the taxpayers, your teachers, the staff members, the faculties, a lot of people have contributed. And the common man of this country, starting from your primary education to till today, only they are contributing. So it is your responsibility to give back to the society. When you come back and take assignments, not only economically, professionally, socially, it is your responsibility to give back to the society. And learning should be a continuous process. When you pass out from the institute like this, when you pass out as a graduate and don't read tomorrow, day after tomorrow you will not be considered as an engineering graduate. Please understand, when we passed out, the knowledge of computer system was not used. Today, if you are professor or faculty doesn't have a knowledge of computer system, are you accepting them as a faculty? And so learning must be a continuous process. Work hard and earn your happiness. I have learned from the autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam. I quote, total commitment is a pivotal quality for those who want to reach the very top of their profession. I unquote. Total commitment. You should understand the meaning of the total commitment. And single-minded devotion is required to reach the top of your profession. Develop inner strength of character. There are two types of education, you will agree with me. The intellectual education influences the mind, whereas the value-based education influences the heart. A person with high academic record, with intellectual education, value-based education is of no use to the society, no use to the family. And dear friends, develop inner strength of character. You should be always honest and trustworthy wherever you are. Dream and aim for greater things. Be imaginative, innovative, creative. Always you should have self-confidence and self-motivation. Self-confidence is a very, very important factor. And when you pass out, you also should understand the teamwork is the mantra of success. Teamwork is very, very important. You should develop noble leadership qualities. And there is a saying, people with great mind when they meet, they discuss about ideas. People with low mind when they meet, they discuss about others. Please don't waste your time in discussing about others. Whenever you meet your friends, discuss about ideas and contribute for the growth of the country. For example, today we are having a great institute in the country, IAS, Indian Institute of Science. You know how the birth took place. There are two great people, Tataji and Vivekananda. When they met each other, they discussed about a great idea of starting a great academic institute. And that is the reason IAS has taken birth. Friends, I can go on advice, but it is not worth it to give a lot of advice. Now, when you look at our country has grown very great. Science and technology is now. When we got independent, there were no missiles in the country. Today we have got enough to protect us. When we got independence, there were no atomic explosion. Today we have demonstrated to the world, and we have demonstrated that it is second man. And take atomic energy as a department. They have a significant role. What impressed me is not a nuclear power. what impressed me is more than the nuclear power, the non-power application of atoms, curing eye cancer, improving the yield by proper isotopy, yield of seeds, delaying the ripening cycle of fruits. There was a time when they export fruits, only glucose, only air. Today, by proper treatment, you can delay the ripening cycle and export through the ships. And lot of development has taken place. Take science and technology significantly. Take CSR labs, lot of developments. When we got independence, the average life of Indians were not 32 years. Average life was 32 years. 8 years back, the average healthy life of India has grown from 32 years to 72 years. What type of contribution the health sector has done? The way we handle COVID is testimony of our achievement and accomplishment in the medical field. It is not only the doctors, it is not only the people who develop the medicine, it is the delivery system. Everybody has done great and great job.
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन दबाएं और Facebook पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें।